Let the battle begin!
And that's going to be a 4-man mosh pit with the Ring of Frost connecting huge.
This is actually going to be the big showdown.
And that's a triple kill.
A huge flame strike going on to everybody. Here's the Riptire onto DiMaggio. DiMaggio's in trouble.
We might have a comeback for the ages.
It's very close. This boss is not even dead, but 65% of the core here. This could be game.
What is up, NGS? Welcome to Thursday night. Look who's next to me tonight. Ghost on. What up, baby?
I'm excited. I'm very happy to be here. You've just revved me up to 1,000. I'm ready to roll this thing out onto the drag.
I was just saying to you during that little intro how awesome and amazing you sound during that intro. I get like the goosebumps every time. It's amazing. I love it. Shout out to Weenus for putting that together.
Why, thank you, sir.
Ladies and gents at home, tonight we have an absolutely amazing event for you. It's going to be Winky Face versus LuBu, Division C East. These teams have identical records so far. 4 matches in the books. Both have 3 dominations. Both have 7 map wins. Both have 2 map losses. Identical records here in week number 4, but this is a flex match, Ghost Dunk. I'm excited. We're going to get to see this, and it's Thursday night here in week 4.
It couldn't have been planned better. Both these teams right even in the rankings. This flex match is going to decide real early on the direction these teams got to face. Which one of these teams is going to have to catch up, and which one's going to have to is going to be able to position their lead better. Or they could, you could 2-1 it.
They certainly could 2-1 it, and I expect this one to honestly go the distance. Obviously, the records so far have shown both teams know how to win games, picking up 3 different dominations, each of them. Yep. That's not easy to do after only 4 matches, Ghost.
Absolutely. It's difficult, but both these teams, they have some pretty good history. Winky Face has been around NGS forever, but they've got 2 huge pickups with, is it Zhou? Or Zhao. I think it's Zhao and McKellen.
Yeah.
And LuBu has a history in NGS of just being very dominant. So both of these teams, real powerhouses here in Division C.
I think it's Zhou.
Zhou? Okay.
Not like Zhou.
Zhou, yeah.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Or is it Zhou? Maybe it's Zhou.
You guys in chat probably know better than us. Welcome to draft number 1. Tonight is going to be Battlefield of Eternity as chosen by Winky Face. I can tell you the map bans too while we're here discussing these sorts of things, Ghost. We had Winky Face banned out Infernal Shrines and Volskaya Foundry. LuBu banned out Towers of Doom and Dragonshire. These are 4 very popular maps, Ghost, so we're going to see some obscure stuff tonight.
Yeah, so Battlefield of Eternity, though, everyone loves the Diablo maps. We're at least going to see one.
That is true.
Raynor and Zeratul banned out. Zeratul seems to be pretty popular. I've seen a lot less Zeratul bans these days.
And a lot more Greymane picks. Do we see Greymane?
He wants to win the race.
Greymane's through this draft, or the bans in the draft. Raynor's taken out, Strong Sieger, Artanis. There's not too many like super hyper carry race type heroes left outside of those 2. You throw in something like Lunara, Greymane, but the Greymane's so good right now, and he's been popping up in a lot of NGS matches.
I agree. I'd expect Winky Face to take either Violet or Greymane because they seem to be focused. There's the Greymane. Good call. First pick right off the bat. But Winky Face seems to be focused on banning out heavy racers, whereas LuBu's banning out meta heroes.
Ghost, we'll talk about Greymane for a minute. Just like we did on Nexus Now a couple weeks ago, maybe our podcast informing some people on the strength level of this hero right now.
And there's a big racer, Li Ming. Her race isn't quite as high as Greymane. I don't think she has the DPS that he does, except that she's able to poke the Immortal, and with her new Aetherwalker talent, her magic missiles do just that little bit more.
I love these 2 picks from LuBu. They're going to get a lot of control now with this Kael'Thas, with his Gravity Lapse, Diablo with that Shadow Charge Overpower combo. It's going to keep a lot of targets lined up for Greymane to get those big swipe Worgen form damage in. I'm excited for those 2 picks from LuBu.
Yeah, it's it's a huge amount of damage. Greymane actually has more poke than you might expect. When you think of Greymane, maybe you think of a big scary wolf jumping in to kill you, but that's only to finish the job. Greymane, his poke is very strong, especially if he keeps his inner beast up. Kael'Thas, on the other hand, is until you get to probably heroic division, is a huge damage dealer because people just stand in fire. Whether it's on somebody or on the ground, they just love standing in fire, and this has been true since World of Warcraft came out.
Final 2 bans, Lucio and Chen, as we're seeing our first hero healer drafted. It's Anduin for Winky Face. Joe going to pick that up, waiting on the 4th selection here for Winky Face, and they want Rexxar for the solo lane.
Okay, Rexxar's pretty good. I mean, Rexxar, will win a lot of matchups. Battlefield of Eternity, not so important to win the matchup as it is to not lose outright. Rexxar can also be, do good defending. He can send Misha in, stun some people, really do a good job defending there. I like the Lucio ban a lot. Issue with Johanna is that it's hard for her to catch up to people that are just running around her.
I like this Imperious pickup. It gives them a bit more strength rather than going something a bit lighter like a Malthael. It's going to help because I see the Johanna Anduin on the other side. Falling Sword Light Bomb. I've been hearing there's some business going on there. What are your thoughts on the combo?
I kind of hate it. Johanna doesn't need Falling Sword to get into the backline, in my opinion. I think she just runs around everybody by using Iron Skin to avoid being CC'd.
I tell you what, though,
it's a funny meme.
Look at this last pick, Genji. It makes me think they want to be able to get past the frontline Diablo, now having to also get past his frontline Imperious.
Yeah.
Falling Sword Light Bomb might actually be the play.
No, Genji Light Bomb's the play.
You think?
Oh, yeah, Genji Light Bomb's huge. Genji just leaps into the backline. He's got the Light Bomb. He gets the shield. Everybody's stunned. He uses he uses the sword. He whips out his big old dragon sword.
Well, let's get Chad to chime in on this. Hashtag WinkyFace or hashtag LuBu. Let us know right now who you're picking here in game number 1 as we load on in. Welcome to Battlefield of Eternity. On the left-hand side, we got Jenzers playing Johanna Brickhouse on Li Ming. Joe playing that Anduin, Michael in on the Genji, and up top, playing the Misha and Rexxar. It's full mango. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, WinkyFace.
And on the right side, on the side of hell, we've got Streakwing on Tyrande, Alan Hicks playing Imperious, Macrotop playing the part of Diablo. Kael'Thas is being played by Bandit, and VDZ rounding it out with Greymane. Ladies and gentlemen, this is LuBu.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I want to go back to the draft.
Okay.
I really feel like Winky Face, their draft fell apart from what they were planning out. They banned out a lot of racers, and LuBu managed to win the race anyway as far as draft is concerned. So they pivoted into a double reset composition, which is really kind of rough because with the Diablo, with the Kael'Thas, you have a lot of disengage. I feel with the Kael'Thas stun and the Diablo zoning, as well as the Imperious stuns. So, you can race and you can just run away when they try to go defend.
Let's look at this level 1 talent. Feast on Fear, chosen by Diablo. A bit different. Not feeling like he needs the Soul Shield up against the Li Ming. You think maybe he wanted the Soul Shield, or you think Feast on Fear might work in the jungle? There's a lot of walls in there, a lot of choke points. Maybe that Diablo can take advantage of that talent.
It seems to me like it's just something that they've learned to play with. If you do get a lot of stuns, you can get a lot of health back. You usually see Devil's Due or the Soul Shield here, especially with the Li Ming taking all that poke, and you see a big Li Ming combo coming your way. You can neutralize it. Big flip on a Johanna, but it's just gonna take a lot of damage and just be okay with the Tyrande healing. Tyrande getting plenty of, the Anduin healing. Anduin getting plenty of chain heals. Excuse me, not chain heals. Clash shields.
Yeah, I have some sort of identity crisis going on. We got Tyrande, Rhaegar, Anduin. Hey, that'd actually be a fun hero. I think I'd like that.
Yeah. Blizzard, when are we going to get ability draft?
Oh, that would actually be fun, though. If it was like a brawl for a week, I'd play that every time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was huge when it was in Dota.
2-minute mark, we got the veteran squad, Winky Face, working on their bruiser camp here on the left-hand side of the map. Other side, we don't see any progress on that bruiser, but down bottom, LuBu trying to get this siege camp out, and they will.
I mean, it depends on what they do with it. It seems like they're just leaving it in lane, letting it push up, maybe just taking it for the experience. I mean, experience from camps is a big deal in the early game.
Finally, we see LuBu moving up to that bruiser camp. Gonna rip through it quickly, very quickly here with Greymane as level 4 has been achieved for both teams. Let's check out down bottom where these Impalers are getting destroyed by Winky Face, and they got their own bruiser about to set right up here in this lane.
Macro Todd inventing his own Diablo build. He's going for Life Leech at 4, which is also a pretty rare talent.
Yeah, so this is just like an auto attack, like let me get in your face build? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Macro Todd gonna show us something here. Up against the Johanna with blinds too. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, Johanna blinds are going to be more for Greymane, but, you know, usually if Johanna gets the blind off, it's going to be on both of them. Diablo doing a good job zoning out, and, of course, the race being won by LuBu.
The strength of Greymane, we talked about him being one of those only racers that were left in the draft after a few of them were taken away early. And so this early game value, tremendous here for VDZ playing Greymane. They also, of course, have that Hunter's Mark on Tyrande, so complete win there. 8,000 health remaining on their own, so good race by LuBu. They'll have the first objective in the top lane.
Yeah, and I think Winky Face is just going for full team fight at this point. They completely gave up that objective, just got the shields down as much as they could, focusing on their own thing. Johanna maybe trying to slow down the enemy team to give them a little bit of time, but they're definitely not winning this, at least the early ones. And Li Ming going into the more standard Li Ming build instead of the Battlefield of Eternity Racing build.
All right, the Immortal now losing its shield, gonna hop into that melee form on the backside. It is Misha becoming first blood here at the 4-minute and 25-second mark. Immortal still pushing. They'll probably just get the wall, and that'll be about it here for LuBu.
Yeah, they're gonna get the front wall. They're gonna get a decent amount of fort damage, and LuBu retreats.
They're going to get a safe disengagement here. Actually, it looks like both teams are keeping an eye on this Impaler camp. They're playing rig around the rosy, though.
Yeah, it's a big question of what do you do in this early phase. Some teams like to immediately fight over the camp. Winky Face are going to rotate down to bottom and try to catch Imperius off guard, but Imperius, Alan Hicks, too smart for that play, backs up towards his gate, and they don't get anything.
Impaler camp is taken up top, and now this counter push coming out in the bottom, and I love having Li Ming in these spots, especially when she's not having to take tower damage because Johanna is able to tank it so efficiently. A lot of damage onto that tower.
Bad news for Winky Face, though. The push top wins out every time. They already have the front wall down. They've got Greymane. They've got a camp, and they may lose a fort because of the decision to move down.
Yeah, and tough with those living bombs on Misha. Rexar having to kite her away. As you will see this top fort be destroyed by LuBu. They're going to get the disengage as well as Tyrande lands that Lunar Flare. Objective should be called up soon. Still about a minute left on this bruiser camp on the right-hand side of the map. Other side, 45 seconds. Immortal spawning in 30.
Yeah, they leave Li Ming down bottom, which is rough. Brickhouse is in trouble if Diablo gets the stuns off. Li Ming chooses the correct moment to teleport away. Brickhouse escapes unscathed.
Great teleport by Li Ming. Going to be safe here. Neither side at level 10 here before the second objective, but I gotta say, it's pretty darn close. Both teams at almost identical XP marks heading into level 9.
Yeah, it's a rough start for Winky Face, but, you know, that being said, with the way this map is, with the way Heroes of the Storm is right now, they're on even talent tiers. They're going to get to 10 at around the same time. It's not that big of a loss to lose that map pressure up top. It's not nothing, but it's a lot better than it used to have been.
Genji still split out, soaking that bottom lane, and that is vision available for LuBu, so they know they have a 5v4 here in the jungle, but they're currently in a defensive position, not wanting to move in, and that's going to give enough time for Michaelin to finish up that wave down bottom, make his way up top. He's actually just going to soak a little bit more. He said, why not? I'll take it.
Yeah, some smart soaking from Winky Face, bringing members to both lanes, realizing that LuBu are away from trying to encroach upon the Immortal, but now the camp is out. Now they're coming back. You're going to see Johanna and Genji come back to maybe try and find an immediate fight once 10 is hit.
I think LuBu realizing they're not going to be at level 10 first, so they're trying to push this before that happens, but maybe expose is Imperious. No, Spear's going to get him away.
Yeah, no, LuBu's no spring chicken. They back away as 10s are in for Winky Face. Now Winky Face controls the map, but that Bruiser camp is still pushing top, which is something that Winky Face has to worry about.
Ooh, no Starfall here. It's going to be Shadow Stalk from Tyrande. We see Lightning Breath as well from Diablo. And it's Phoenix from Kael'thas. Here's the engage. Great try with the Lunar Flare. I can't believe that didn't hit, but Leap of Faith amazingly played by Joe.
Yeah, Joe is spot on with the Leap of Faith, bringing him out, saving a life quickly. Halftime is here very quickly for LuBu. Their race is so powerful. Rexar just trying to clean up top, and now the defense begins.
And Diablo, he's got this Lightning Breath. I'd almost like to see him just start breathing fire now before they even try to take this engage, but there's the engage, and that's a kill. Tyrande down first. That's not what you want if you're LuBu.
Yeah, they got a light bomb down onto Tyrande off of a great blessed shield by Genzor's. Genji was able to follow up, get the kill, and that turns into a 4-man kill. I mean, with a reset comp, all you need is one.
1, 2, 3, 4. LuBu bodies hit the floor, and Winky Face is going to take the lead now 4-0 and possibly get this objective for themselves. After losing the first objective, they really want this one, Ghost.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about really want this one, but, you know, you win a fight like that. That's what their comp is built to do. Like I said, they pivoted halfway through the draft from trying to focus on race to focusing on getting kills, which is why they went double reset. Joe and Genzor is in trouble, but Anduin makes it out. But the blue team Immortal...
Oh, Blessed Shield back up. They're going to take this fight.
They're looking for Blessed Shield, came out, nothing was found. Misha will keep them busy.
Oh, listen to Misha cry.
Yeah, they decided to go for the throat?
Oh, that was go for the throat. Okay, I was like, wait, is that Misha dying?
Yeah, no. That's the go for the... That's the I got the go for the throat at the very end of the fight noise.
Oh, that was amazing. I loved it.
That's actually a surprising move from a Greymane player trying to use go for the throat on a Misha?
Yeah, interesting. I mean, what is it, like half a kill credit?
It's half a kill. It's a I think 60-second cooldown. I'm not. Yeah, 80. It's an 80-second cooldown.
Yikes.
For go for the throw. I mean, it's gonna be back up before the next team fight happens, but a surprising ultimate to use on a bear.
LuBu not giving away anything for free here. They're not facing up against level 13 quite yet, so they move on into that siege camp, steal it back from their opponents, and gonna try to get some damage now onto this bottom fort wall. And with the Greymane, they have a lot of poke, but here comes the counter engage with that Genji. Swift striking in with the light bomb, and they might get this Tyrande again. Yes, they will. Make it 2 on Diablo.
Yep, it's that easy. Dragon Blade, light bomb, into Dragon Blade, just murders everybody in the front. Li Ming and Genji both gets their resets, and another big fight for Winky Face.
They're going to get some free damage in onto this wall, taking out both those turrets as well. Now setting their eyes onto this well.
Yeah, look here, though, like, they're going to have to keep this up all game. That's the biggest problem with Winky Face's composition, is they have to execute every step of the game because they have no siege. You saw they used all their resources to win that first Immortal. It didn't even get a fort. They got 2 big kills. They come in and they only get, I don't even know if that front wall is up or not, but they get at most a front wall and a little bit of damage on the fort. And they got no siege to keep moving.
Yeah, I mean, I'm noticing more and more throughout this game, Winky Face finding opportunities to leave this Genji split out, getting just that tiny bit of XP that's given them this lead so far. But otherwise, this is a really close game. Those kills don't tell the full story. 6-0 for Winky Face, but yeah, the macro pressure and the wave clear, it seems to be being led by LuBu.
Yeah.
But these team fights are a different story.
Oh yeah, they've got the macro pressure, and the team fights they're winning so far, but Winky Face cannot make a mistake. If they make a mistake, their snowball fails. Like, maybe this. Like, there's the Iron Skin coming out, stays alive. Johanna will be just fine. No kill there, but if they lose somebody, they lose the level advantage. They're trying to get to 16 first, trying to take those fights as quickly as possible, win a late team fight, and finally keep everybody dead long enough to kill the core. Oh, there's a big stun on him, Li Ming, who teleports away. The Shadow Stalk is out, and Diablo is looking very low. There's a light bomb coming out onto Genji, goes in with the Dragon Blade, Greymane destroyed. Li Ming gets a reset onto 2, and Dragon Blade finishes out the kill. Kael'thas is being chased by Bandit. Michael decides to keep going with the Kael'thas. Bandit throws out the Phoenix, actually saves himself with 70 hit points. But another big team fight for Winky Face, and they keep the snowball rolling.
Well, looks like Winky Face had a game plan coming into Battlefield of Eternity. Now 9-0. They've only lost to Misha Bear.
Yeah. I mean, I give a lot of credit to that fight to Brickhouse, who was avoid being able to die. A very good choice of positioning for the teleport out, immediately able to avoid danger. Diablo went in, saw Li Ming as the target. Brickhouse didn't die, and that was the end of the team fight for LuBu.
Both teams just going to race it on out through the rest of this objective phase, but a big lead was already established by Winky Face, so they're going to go ahead and grab this objective. Should be pushing top lane, as our bottom lane slightly more damaged at the current moment. And with level 16 here, now Winky Face is going to start threatening some keep damage, Ghost Dunk.
Yeah, 16-14, they can now afford to sit under the fort a little bit longer. The Immortal, the 14-minute Immortal, we'll see how strong it pushes, but they have a lot of defense, a lot of anti-siege on the side of LuBu.
And they're going to play it safe here. Obviously, the smartest thing to do. They're going to back on up. Kael'thas still has his Phoenix. We're expecting to see that once this Immortal approaches the wall. And Lightning Breath as well from Diablo might just want to be used to help push people away from sieging onto this keep wall, but so far, Macroton not ripping the cord.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much AoE damage on the side of LuBu. They're in kind of ultimate turtle mode. Imperius was off soaking a lane until he couldn't soak no more. There's a flip from Diablo. Not going to find anything. Genji's just going to hop over the wall. There's a Genji light bomb into the rest of the team. There's a Dragon Blade trying to kill everybody. Michaelin is getting everybody low. Diablo goes down. Greymane goes down. And once again, the team fight comp is killing it.
Hello? Genji? Hello? Still alive. Michaelin escaping. A little help from his buddy Joe there. Outstanding keep kill, and that's going to extend their lead 11-0, and still a 2-level lead at level 17 over their opponents at 15. They're going to take this bottom 4 as well.
Very smart move from Winky Face. And I will say, you know, we talk a lot about Kael'thas punishing people that clump up. You know what else punishes people that clump up? A light bomb Genji.
Yeah, you know, I asked you during draft if maybe we'd see the falling sword, and you said, no, Murda. Hold my beer. I got this. It's going to be the Swift Strike. And I have learned something new today, Ghost.
Yeah, you see it a lot with... You used to see it with Tracer, but now I think Genji might be a little bit more popular with the Light Bomb combo.
It is working to perfection so far. Top Impaler Camp is grabbed by LuBu, trying to get a little bit of help here. But these Impalers are going to be cleared up rather quickly by a few magic missiles from Li Ming.
Yeah, it was a real rough defense. LuBu really wanted to get out of that without losing any lives, but like I said, 16-14, they have a lot of dive potential on the side of Winky Face. Winky Face decides, who cares about that keep? We're just going to kill the people standing around it.
Level 16, both teams. This will be our third objective of the game, right? Or is this number 4? You know I'm not good at counting.
You know, I never count. It's never occurred to me to be like, this was the X number of except on Tomb of the Spider-Man.
Oh gosh, I try my best, but yeah, my short-term memory apparently not too good anymore. But here we go. It is, we'll call it objective number 4.
Yeah.
Even talents.
Yeah, this is rough for LuBu. They're behind in levels. If they want to get back in this game, they have to win a team fight. But WinkyFace doesn't have to give them any ground.
So far, Diablo and Imperia seem to be on the back foot, retreating, trying to kite this Misha back just a bit, poking away his Greymane. And they're going to tap gloves some more.
Yeah, LuBu really just looking for WinkyFace to make a mistake.
Well, maybe LuBu's learning a bit. Keep an eye on where the Genji's at, but Michaelin's staying in the shadows. He's a ninja. He's hiding in the vents. He doesn't want to be seen by LuBu until he finds his moment to go in. And with this low target, it might be now? No.
No, they're just keeping it away. They've got an easy path to 20. You've got the passive experience. Nobody is soaking, but there's Genji going in with the Dragon Blade immediately. There's a light bomb going down to stun everybody. It stuns Diablo. Greymane killed by the rest of the team while LuBu is retreating. They see the Kael'thas clearing. They decide to immediately charge in, and LuBu caught off guard on their heels.
Yeah, if you didn't say it, I was going to have to mention it, but that was just, hey, there's Kael'thas bottom lane. Let's go. 5v4, yeah, let's take it. That's all it was.
Yeah, I was talking about experience. They just sit there and let the passive experience go through. Somebody finally goes off the soak for LuBu to keep them even in the race to 20. They go in. Nobody leaves to soak from LuBu. Then their core dies, or they win out in passive experience. It's the easy way to snowball this map.
Smart play, and it's going to be another pickup here for WinkyFace trying to get through this second and final keep here on Battlefield of Eternity. They're rounding the corner towards level 20. Is this wave enough? Almost here, Ghost. But this push it's going to be a strong push. It's going to be with 20s, and it might be game.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. Tirana, did she go the anti-stun? She did not. That's a big deal, I think. If she goes the anti-stun heal. Oh, there's a light bomb going in. Genji pops out the Dragon Blade again. Diablo goes down. They've got a lot more people looking very hurt. The GG already called on the side of LuBu.
Ooh, Diablo dies, and he says, hey, I was at 92 souls, 8 away from trying to help my team. But that's going to be it here for game number 1. Objective still alive. This Immortal's ready to bash onto the core, along with the rest of WinkyFace. Ghost, impressions after seeing this game number 1. Is 15-0 indicative of what you saw?
15-0 is indicative of WinkyFace's composition working. I don't think the sheer number indicates much. It just means that they won the game, and because of their composition, they're going to get tons of kills. They've got a double reset comp. Li Ming and Genji into Dragon Blade. If they fail to play to their, I should rephrase that. If WinkyFace plays to their strengths, and when it's going to be a huge kill count, and there's nothing that LuBu could have done. I will say, it is kind of the biggest deal for me, and I'm going to just double check this because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, and maybe I might get this wrong, but. Yeah. No, Celestial Attunement, Light of Illusions removes stun, silences, and slows from its target. Tyrande gets that, immediately cancels out any effect of Light Bomb except for the shield on Genji. You probably need somebody to be able to CC Genji. You got a Genji that just walks around with Dragon Blade. That's a big deal. Like, you can't let Genji run free with the Dragon Blade in the back. And with the Light Bomb, Celestial Attunement's going to help that a whole lot. So that tells me that either the Toronto player or LuBu themselves were not aware that Light Bomb was coming.
So let's take a look at the match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. Who's your MVP? Is it Genji?
You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit. I mean, Mike Ellen was a beast on Genji. I mean, it takes some major mechanical skill. I mean, he was using the Dragon Blade to not spread bomb. He was, playing really well mechanically. But I do want to give a shout out to Joe, his former teammate and current teammate. I'm not sure how to phrase that. His longtime teammate.
There you go.
For always being within range to get the light bomb where they need it. The communication needed from the team to be like, I see it, and then get the light bomb, then dash in is just beautiful, just absolutely magnificent. So give it out to Joe, and also some pretty sweet leap of faith.
Want to say a big thank you, Hannibal 008900 bits, and says, "Go LuBu." We're going to see if LuBu can bring it back here in game number 2. But before we get there, we're going to take a short break as we set up our second lobby. Thank you for being here. And now a word from our sponsors. And welcome back to the Thursday Night Showdown with Murda and Ghost Dunk.
Woo!
Wait, we got called out too much excitement on the first intro.
No, it's the exact amount of excitement.
Okay. All right.
I'm not bringing it down, not at all. Not for nobody. Not
Shout-
know how.
Shout out one of our viewers, Always Full Mango, 200-bit says, thanks for all the hard work you guys do. Hey, you're welcome, I guess. We love it. It's really no thing. We're more than happy to be here. We're getting to bring you guys amazing matches tonight. Of course, no exception between Winky Face and LuBu.
Yeah, I do want to shout you out, Murda, thanks for setting everything up. You've got the call going. You're doing all the OBS stuff, so appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you, my man.
Winky Face.
Looks like we're gonna have a.
He does not know how to respond to that. That was great.
All right, one more AFK. Do we need another observer? I don't think so. No. Oh wait. Are you in here? Oh, you're not in the lobby yet.
No.
Oh, do I need to invite you?
Yeah, somebody has to.
Hold on, I got.
Posted it on NGS.
I got you. Where's Ghost Dunk? Ba-da-da-da. Invite to game. There we go.
Thank you.
Boom.
Yeah. Okay, we are on Tomb of the Spider Crane. Whose map choice is this?
This was the selection of Winky Face.
Okay. So they LuBu opts for first pick. Fair enough. So Winky Face gonna be taking us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. I really want to call out Winky Face. That was a team that understood their power spike. Like, we were like, oh, they're losing the objective. It was clear that they knew they were going to lose it. They're just taking a step back. But they're like, we come online at 10. And when we get 10, we're going to fight them and we're going to win. And they played right into that, and they knew exactly what they were doing.
So we're going from a map that does not necessarily reward heavy siege heroes. You were able to see their game number 1, that strong team fight that they brought out was able to get a 15-0 victory. Tomb of the Spider Queen, a bit different of a story. It really does reward a lot more of that macro play, a lot more of that wave clear. We're going to have to see something different, I think, out of Winky Face if they're going to want to try to get this victory. So I don't know if they can do it necessarily with a Genji on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I'm not sold on it.
They could. It's possible. But yeah, if you pick a double reset like Li Ming and Genji, you probably will get out wave cleared.
First ban will be the Zeratul.
Probably just a Zeratul Ana again. And yeah, there's the Kael'thas ban. They know that LuBu likes to play Kael'thas. Somebody shouted out Bandit as having a sort of famous Kael'thas. So they banned that out immediately. And, I've seen Kael'thas do a lot of really good work in NGS.
Kael'thas, this is Division C. They still play the Kael'thas here, apparently.
Mm-hmm. It's people make fun of it. People make fun of people taking the Kael'thas and be like, "Oh, okay, Kael'thas, you're gonna ban Asmodan next." But what wins wins.
It does win.
If you and if you think that if your team is susceptible to bombs and you're gonna spread bomb and Kael'thas is gonna be a big problem for you, ban it. Get rid of it if it's messing you up. What wins wins.
Getting rid of Johanna, one of her strongest maps here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. That's going to leave open the Gul'dan for Bandit. Says, all right, take my Kael'thas, I'll take the Gul'dan, which is, in my opinion, a lot better here on Tomb of the Spider Queen than the Kael'thas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, depending on what you're going for, Gul'dan doesn't have as much CC as Kael'thas. He does have Horrify, which is a huge hero, better than Kael'thas's heroics. The draft is starting the same way as the first game, where Winky Face is banning out map-specific heroes, and LuBu is banning out Zeratul and Ana.
And they're sticking to it. They're also sticking with their Anduin and their Rexar like they had in game number 1. Thoughts on Anduin? Because we saw the Light Bomb game number 1 obviously worked to a lot of success, but he's got another fantastic heroic as well with that Salvation, but up against a Gul'dan, I don't expect to see it. Now that we see a Lucio and a Nubrag, it's 100% Light Bomb from Anduin, so the question becomes, what are they going to pair with it this time?
I mean, if they get another Genji, I'd take it. It worked so well the first time. You just kill your opponent, and maybe instead of Li Ming, you pick somebody else. But I'd expect a Genji ban coming out from LuBu at this point.
I could see the Genji ban making some sense. We also...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was saying you could just go Tracer, though, if instead of the Genji. They ban out the Imperius.
I guess they didn't like how the matchup played in Battlefield of Eternity up against the Rexar, trying to give Full Mango a little bit of help.
Yeah. I mean, Rexar, got some good stuns in there, but you saw that at least the off lane was not a thing on that last game.
Sure enough, right on cue, the Genji has been taken away by LuBu. It's going to put us on the clock. 20 seconds for Winky Face to pick number 3 and number 4. Still need a main tank. Won't be the same Johanna they had. Do we maybe see the Diablo? Not yet. Tracer test.
They ban out the Genji and they get the Tracer light bomb. I mean, Tassadar, the nice thing about Tracer Tassadar is Tassadar gives you a wave clear option, which is why you see it on Tomb of the Spider Queen a lot. Tassadar will play bottom and then join Tracer for the team fight. Light bomb on Tracer along with the Tassadar, that's pretty scary. It's pretty hard to kill a Tracer that's in there like that.
Final 2 picks. LuBu opting to go with Raynor and Artanis. Both were banned. Game number 1. Of course, being
that
strong
was the Battlefield of Eternity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, of course, being strong on Battlefield of Eternity, but I can see reason here. Now you get some nice auto attacks that are easy to lock in on a Tracer. You also pick up the blind from Artanis, which is gonna really shut her down when she's trying to be her strongest. Maybe engaging with those light bombs, Artanis can possibly swing it around with a good blind.
Artanis blind is pretty important. A Nubrak being able to maybe cocoon the Tracer. I'm not sure what that does to light bomb. Having Lucio as a healer is kind of rough. He may have to go the other ult.
To me, this is a comfort pick on the Lucio.
Yeah.
I think 100% it was just Streakwing wants the hero.
Yeah, they picked the Arthas, which makes sense going into the Raynor and the Artanis. You kind of run it down. You can just get into Raynor's face and Artanis' face and have a good Arthas game. I really like the draft coming out from Winky Face. Lucio's gonna be tough.
So here's my thing, Ghost.
Save the day.
Here's my thing, though. Let's look at the wave clear on both sides. Obviously, that first pick, Gul'dan, so strong. And on the other side, they're going with the Tracer. So they're going to have to rely a lot on Brickhouse playing this Tassadar to help them in the wave clear. And if he can't keep up, it's going to be LuBu getting first turn in, LuBu getting first fort. And really, until the kills start coming in, it might just be all LuBu.
I mean, that's very true. We'll see how things fare out.
Let's introduce these teams, though. Full Mango playing the Rexar. Joe on the Anduin once again. Michaelin switching over to Tracer. Brickhouse on the Tassadar. And Genzer is playing the Arthas. Welcome to the stage. They are Winky Face.
And on the right side, in the red, we've got Streakwing playing Lucio. Macro on the Anubarak. Alan Hicks playing Artanis. VDZ on the Raynor. And Bandit on Gul'dan. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up to the stage is LuBu.
I feel like we're at some really seedy strip club. We're just like, welcome to the stage.
Get your wallets out. Get those chips ready for LuBu. Gas, gas, gas.
Oh my god, exactly. At least you get my reference and I don't sound like a complete creeper. Level 1 talents up on your screen. Ace in the hole from Raynor.
I've got no problem with sex workers.
A fantastic industry.
All right, we're seeing Artanis again versus Rexar, and this is going to be a standard bot, mid-top rotation.
Ooh.
Mike Helen looking very close, and the Nubrak seals the deal, getting a kill on Tracer. That's the first kill for LuBu. That's got to make him feel good.
Well, outside of that Misha we saw fall in game number 1, it's going to be Tracer, the first full hero to fall in the set for LuBu. Exactly what they were hoping to do here to start off game number 2. And, that's a hero down. We already talked about they're going to be struggling with the wave clear. So how far ahead is each kill going to put LuBu? So far, they're about a half wave leading this rotation so far.
Yeah, Tassadar really is their best wave clear, which is kind of rough. Arthas, is not the best. He's okay, and Tracer has basically nothing until, I think, 16 or 13. I forget which one. I think it's 13. Yeah, it's 13. Or Tracer gets Ricochet.
Checking out down bottom, Alan Hicks clearing up this wave with Rexar Misha in his face. There's Michaelin moving on to the siege camp. Will be scouted out by Artanis. See who's going to come in response. But for now, Michaelin not afraid to stand up in there. Here comes Misha to help support the day.
It's 2v1, but here comes the rest of the team. You have both teams trying to rotate down to the bottom. Tassadar decides to stay back a little bit. LuBu making sure that they win this camp. They're going in on full Mango. Arthas gets Leap of Faith out, and Zoe saves another life. But in the back, Raynor was trailing to try and catch up with the team, and he got caught out of position as the positions changed.
Gems were, however, regathered there by Macrotie. He's going to cash those 8 in that Raynor just dropped. 3 seconds till that respawn, and it's going to be Winky Face with a slight lead around the corner of level 4.
Yeah, really, it's just about managing the XP, trying to get some kind of incremental lead, and who gets that first turn in, what they do with it.
Okay, so 298 stacks already from Tassadar. Definitely keeping up with the pace here on that level 1 talent. Cyan Fusion, of course.
Yeah, that's not going to be any different. The Tassadar is just going to be able to know that Brickhouse is going from wave to wave. And you see he didn't even join that big party in the bottom lane. And Lucio trying to boot back the Arthas. Their damage goes down. Do they have the ability to finish it? Tassadar's shield comes up. Probably saves Gensor's life.
Yeah, it did. It absolutely did. And whoa, that must have been a pulse bomb. And that's going to be second kill of the game here for Winky Face. Artanis down. And that means Gems. Did you see Gems fall? Maybe they didn't. Maybe he already cashed him in.
It's very possible. They got the turn in. Artanis is back now immediately. They did lose the entire wave bottom. No one came down to soak the bottom wave, so they did lose a tiny bit of experience. But the red web weavers are in, and now we're gonna see how they split the team up.
So far, Gul'dan down bottom, but with Artanis respawn, Bandit gonna rejoin the team here at mid. Maybe actually going all the way to top. Yes, he will. Webweavers are all at midfield, hitting the ground, ready to blast away.
Yeah, Winky Face using Tracer and Rexar on the bottom lane. Artanis going down to the bottom to get that XP. Very split from Winky Face. They're just really don't seem to care too much about this front while they're trying to get